Welcome, beautiful yogis. We are here to relax, to recharge our batteries, to reset our nervous system, and to really bring down that sense of so much to do in so little time. I know some of you might be feeling that. So today, instead of the open book, we're going to lie in Shavasana. So bring your pillow under your head. Your bolster will be under your legs, and your blocks, if you like, can be under your feet. So let's do that. We'll come to lying down. And our back now completely at ease on the mat, especially because we have the bolster underneath the knees. So this is a lovely way to start to ground our bodies. See, the bolster's lovely under the legs, the blocks optional under your feet, or even bring the blocks in a little bit so that your heels hang over them. Blocks could be slightly pigeon-toed. And as you now rest your head, position that blankie comfortably supporting the nape of your neck. Sense your shoulders falling away each side, your arms relaxed and long, and your palms inwardly or upwardly turned as your body allows. And sensing now your attention to your hands and the feeling of your hands. This arriving in the body, the shifting attention from all there is to do out there, to come home to your physical body, feeling your hands, feeling your back, and sensing your long legs and feet. And then letting your awareness wander over your face. So if your gaze is low or your eyes are closed, your attention will be inward. There is so much to occupy us when the eyes are open, and it really sets off the discursive mind. When the eyes are closed, our world changes completely. And we can tune into the inner body, sensing now the skin of the face, and any little subtle sensations over that. The sense that your nostrils are clear or not clear. The ease of breath, the natural breath. And then letting your awareness wander through the entire body, doing a little inventory. Is everything as comfy as could be? Knowing that you can adjust your props in any way that supports you. This arriving in the physical body. You probably know that the yogis have defined, that's the wrong word, the yogis understand that we are made of 5 koshas, translates into sheaths of being, a bit like a Russian doll, a babushka, one inside the other, but all interpenetrating. And the most dense is our physical body, which is always the place to start, to ground our body, feeling our body connected to the mat, to the ground, wherever you're lying. We shift to the energetic body, and the breath, of course, is that wonderful bridge between and through all the bodies. Turning your attention fully now into your breathing. Letting the exhale out completely, and then we'll synchronize our breaths, aware that we are breathing together. Through your nose now, Lovely inhale. Guiding your breath to your low belly. Pursed lips. Let the breath go. Here comes the next breath through your nose. Little pause. Pursed lips, exhalation. All the way, please. Notice the empty moment. And here is the next incoming breath to your low belly. This time as it comes in, feel as you continue to inhale, the sensation rises through your ribs and all the way to crest at the top of your chest. And here we treasure and hold this beautiful inhale. And then we blow it away, gently, sweetly, slowly. And as we did, inhaling to your low belly, feel it expand upwards and sideways. And as you feel the breath rise, the belly might sink a little bit, but the ribs will expand. And then we feel the breath rise all the way to the top of the ribs, a little narrower there, that rib cage, that little holding moment. And we blow it away as we did. Long, slow, smoothly, as smooth as you are able. Nice. We'll do 2 more this way together. In. The holding moment. The pursed lips, exhalation. Little empty moment. Notice it. No panic, because here comes the next one. Through your nose. Our breaths now smoothening, slowing, forming a kind of rhythm. Exhale. Nice, everyone. And so as we continue now, we'll exhale through the nose. Keeping the awareness of the little pauses at the top of the breath and at the end of the breath, and how at the end of the breath your physical body might feel heavier and you could drop down deeper into the earth, grounding even more. And then the inhale, it brings a lightness and expansiveness and opening. Which we hold. And then we release. It could be through the nose. Letting it go all the way out. So we are now in this conscious breathing, inviting the relaxed mode. We're more than inviting it, we're actually activating the body's natural response. We do not have to be on high alert. We tend to do that more than we need to anyway. And so this lovely cultivation of the relaxed mode. So as we continue, we're going deeper into the energy body, which is intangible, palpable, means we can feel it. and it's setting the tone for this evening's practice. So I invite you now to bring awareness to your spine and the sense of a golden thread along your spine. The yogis say that within this sushumna, which is that central axis of the pranic flow, there is a golden thread. I'd like you to visualize it now as a golden rod. So it's thicker and stronger. And it rises from your tailbone all the way to the middle of your brain. And once you've imaged that, have a sense of your inhalation starting at the bottom where your tailbone is, and the breath rises along that golden rod all the way up to the middle of your brain. The exhalation, we trace the golden rod back down to the tailbone area. See your breath now flowing along this golden light rod along your spine. It links the root to the crown, the central axis of our body. The next part, as you complete your exhalation, please bring your awareness to your heart. You could sense that at the middle of your chest, near the sternum. And now as you inhale, feel this area expand. And relax back again. The imaging here, emanating from your heart chakra energy field, a beautiful white light, and it pours out of your heart as you inhale and then distributes itself through your body, up, down, out, through your arms and your hands. The next inhale amplifies it, more radiant white light coming out of your heart and spreading itself on your exhalation throughout the physical body and beyond it, to fill now your auric field, the space around you. Do that a couple more times, amplifying the radiant light, spreading it through you and around you and widening that auric field. It's a good 2 to 3 feet all around your body. You could see it in the shape of an egg. And then the image of the golden rod, the radiant white light, and then to seal this beautiful auric field that we've now tuned into, we'll place a blue light all the way around the edges. Some say Archangel Michael is the holder of the blue light. And so we could invite Archangel Michael to surround our field with that radiant, protective, beautiful blue light all the way around. Can you allow it Can you see it? Can you feel it? It's really lovely to do. It's lovely to try. You might be a visual person or not. But we're moving energy and we're deep in the energy body now. Sensing our own luminosity in our protective field. And we set this field for our entire practice, even as we rearrange the physical body in a variety of ways. So even as we lie now on our backs, as we breathe in again, spread your fingers wide, spread your hands wide open, and then as you exhale, let your hands and your fingers soften again. The next inhalation, we repeat that, not only the hands, but the arms, and they stretch so much they might lift an inch or two off the floor, a little spreading of the arms, engaged muscles. Exhale, soften them back to land, to soften. Ooh, feel that landing? So good. Let's repeat the arms. Inhale, fingers wide. Stretched out arms. You can go high or you can low. Low is plenty. Stretch, stretch, stretch them. And exhale, let them land softly, gently. And how does that feel, that returning down to ground? Leave the arms now. Our attention to your legs. Inhaling now, push through your heels as though straightening the legs. Now your feet might lift up because we have got that bolster there. Pushing through your heels. And then on the exhalation, flop your feet and let your heels relax back down. We'll do it again. Inhale, flex your feet and push through the heels and lengthen the back of your leg. Can you feel your calves stretching? And then the exhalation, softening the legs to relax back. Good, this time we're doing arms and legs at the same time. Are you ready? Inhale, hands, arms, feet and legs. You don't have to lift them, just push through the heels. A little holding, stretchy moment. And we relax and land back. Oh, and how nice it is to feel the muscles actually release and relax. Bathe the moment in this deeper, relaxed state. Lovely, everyone. Good. Let's bend the right knee and deliver it into the right hand. And then bend your left knee and deliver it into your left hand. And draw both thighs closer to your chest, just as your body allows. We're going to circle the knees together. Circle them in a little clockwise circle. Doesn't have to be big. Once you've done 2 or 3 little circlings, reverse. Nice. Now we let the feet land on the bolster. Feel that landing moment. Oh, and now we're going to use our feet to maneuver the bolster to the left. Push your bolster towards the left. The left hand can meet that bolster, so your feet come to the mat. Please arrange your bolster now in the long orientation next to your left hip. And then let your left leg slide straight out on the mat. It could just soften, not on the block. Just left leg relaxed. Again, the right hand meets the right knee. Draw it in close. And now switch hands. Your left hand on your right knee. What should we do the right arm? Oh, let's take it all the way out to the right. And now your left hand guides your right knee over, roll onto your left hip, and rearrange so that you can sling your right leg onto the bolster. So we're in an upward facing supported twist. Perfectly fine to adjust your left shoulder blade a little to the left. So you'll use your left elbow, scooch it over, and I'll soften your limbs, all of them. If you like, you can turn your face towards the right and let softness through your limbs. Now we know what softness is because we've stretched and tightened them. And now we leave them at this deep ease and feel and allow the support and the breath. Each time you meet your exhalation, your body relaxes and softens more deeply into the ground. And each inhalation, let it go to where you feel this stretch the most. Could be in your right ribs or shoulders or right bum. And you can totally elongate your exhalation to lengthen, deepen the relaxing moment. Sometimes you'll find a little clenching. Perhaps your left butt tightened up. Can you release it again? So we want to unclench everywhere. And if it means moving your body slightly, please do that. It's a perfectly lovely way to be. Some of you, if you're a little bit more flexible, you might move your bolster a little further to the left and let your right leg straighten out. See if that's a nice feeling. You're just yielding to this terrain. This is what restorative yoga is about. Relaxing into these various shapes that open, that stretch in a very passive way. We're bringing awareness to the areas that we are feeling, and so we are embodying more deeply. And it really matters that we are comfy in this first of the koshas, the physical body. I love that the Sanskrit word for the physical body translates into the food body. It's the one we build with what we eat. Sometimes we do well with that, and sometimes not so well. And it seems we're going into the season where there's a lot of food, and a lot of candies, and a lot of pies. Relax into all of that. Let's do 2 more lovely long exhalations. So now if you did straighten your right leg, bend it again. It's all put the right foot flat, so roll onto your back again and draw your left foot next to your right foot. Scooch your hips to the center line, and to do this pose on the other side, Roll your bolster over your body, and so that we have it now long, close to a few inches away from your right hip. Now slide your right leg straight. You can relax. Draw your left knee in. A little moment of stretching that thigh really close. So if there is any contraction or clenching, you'll meet it. Great, and now we're going to use the right hand on the left knee. Roll to the right so that you can rest your knee on the bolster. Adjust your hips as needed, and that left arm gets to relax out. Feel how all the limbs are relaxing. Can you yield to the terrain here? Do you want to shift your right shoulder blade a little out? All the ways that we can ground and spread, and then allow and receive what's here. Lots and lots to feel, lots to release. The exhalation is that letting go. Even if you did have a little injury this week, a little owie place, we meet it with compassion and kindness. Staying here as you are, or maybe straightening your left leg a little more. See if it wants to do that. And so you can always have a little chat, with your leg and hip. It's like, how do you like that? No, thank you, let's go back. And so have that little conversation with your body. Body, our vehicle for who we really are. We're only temporarily in the body, so let's love it and tend it best we can. Breathe into the places that we meet. And elongate your exhalation all the way to the empty moment and the deeper drop into the relaxed state. Such a relaxed twist of the hips and the legs as the upper body stays steady, spacious. Enjoying the next few breaths in this shape. Nice, everyone. So are you ready? We're going to slowly and easily roll out of this shape. Bring your left foot to flat on your mat off the bolster. Slide your right foot beside it. And come all the way into the middle again. And deliver a knee into each hand. And can you draw your thighs in close? As we breathe in, push the knees, the thighs away. And then as we breathe out, we'll draw them in. Let's do that twice more. Just very tenderly. Notice what the pelvis does. Little rocking. That rocking is so good for lower back tensions, the stresses that we pick up without even knowing. Nice, everyone. Great. Now that bolster currently on your right, bring it back to your mat so that it lies across your mat, and then place your both feet on the bolster. So now we've got elevated feet. You can lift and lower your sacrum. We'll go a little deeper into the hips. So your left ankle comes to lie across your right thigh. Some of you might need to push the bolster a little further away to do this. And some of you might bring the bolster in a little bit. Your left hand pushes your left knee or left thigh away. And with inward attention, we feel the breath. It's coming and going. A slow pace like a dear friend always here. To nourish, to tend, to calm, to reassure us. To reassure that part of us that fluctuates so much, up and down. Happy, not happy, want this, not that. Let the breath smooth all that out. Some of you might use both hands behind your right thigh and do the full thread the needle. And if that's stressy for your body, then just stay with your foot on the bolster. Little accidents, little upsets, little tweaks in the body can happen easily. I had one this week, and taking it real slow. Loving the place that got a little overstretched, strained. Enjoying the next 3 breaths in this shape. Nice. Good. Are you ready to change sides? Let's put the right foot back onto the bolster. Adjust your sacrum to the midline, and then bring your right outer ankle to lie across your left thigh. Your right hand now encouraging the right knee, the right thigh a little bit away. Feel this moment. It might be completely different to side one. Here is the breath. Always here to place our attention over and over again. Some of you will go into the deeper thread the needle, holding the left thigh. Enjoy this, or be in the more supportive place. And so while we encourage deep conscious breaths, there's no strain. It stays always on the side of ease. We ease into the poses, we ease into the breath. We ease deeper into that place behind our thoughts that's always there, welcoming us. Nice, everybody. Let's release. Place the feet back on the bolster. Feel that landing too. Nice. For the next pose, if you happen to have the head pillow under your head, as probably you do, just take your head pillow and place it above your mat. It'll be there when we need it. And then bring your bolster closer to your sacrum. And we're going to raise the hips and pull the bolster right under. Bring it right under so that we are now in the raised hips position. And you can keep your feet flat, or you can, once you've got the bolster positioned there, slide your legs straight. Now the blocks might still be there to rest your feet on, or you just rest your heels. See what feels right for you today. As we rest now in supported bridge pose, allow this very big stretch, this very big opening in the way that serves you, your body. And so if last week you had your legs straight and this week that's not happening, feel free to leave your knees bent. And so we deepen now our breath meditation. Following it, the feeling of it. There's a beautiful mantra in the yoga tradition that mimics the sound of the breath, and that you can mentally include with the feeling of the inhale and the exhale. And so this is the So Hum mantra. So the inhale, so, and the exhale, hum. So these syllables ride the breath. It's hard to speak them because they occur in silence in your body. So on in and hum on out. And we'll be here a little while practicing this. Know that your brain has a job, and its job is to produce thoughts. But we can choose where to place our attention. And the invitation is to be on the in and the out breath with the mantra, if that is helpful for you. And in the yoga tradition, this is highly recommended as a point of focus. let's be here just 3 to 4 more cycles of your breath, savoring each one. Lovely yogis, so let's now slowly make our way out. If your legs are straight, bend them. Lift your hips enough to push your bolster back down. To counter pose, hug your knees towards your chest again, a hand on each knee. Pull it in. And then we'll roll over to one side to rearrange our props. Right, so let's go now to a seated forward bend. So we're going to make a little tabletop. We'll use our blocks. And there we go. 2 upright blocks. The bolster over it. A blankie to sit on. And get your distance right. Now we could have wide straight legs, or we could have crossed legs. Measure your distance. And if you don't want to go so far forward, bring your elbows onto your support. Bring your palms in prayer pose. And bring the knuckles of your thumb, or the outer thumbs, to your brow. Or of course you could make a little pillow with your hands and rest your brow on it. So see what's right for you today. And now that we've rearranged our body and we're oriented to face forward, can you feel that filtering through your body? Filtering of the fluid body. Well, this is a lovely time to bring the breath into the low back and feel it rise. So there's a kind of nourishing now into the low back. And so the breath links us through all the places, physically, the energy body, and of course the mental, emotional body. I know that our mental body, our busy minds, and emotions, they're very tied together. We can have a thought, and then a thought produces an emotion, and boom, we're awash with it. And so in this shape, we become the observer of that. Thoughts come, thoughts go. Some thoughts bring that emotion. Let the emotion play out through your body. Not the story, just the emotion. Because the breath moves the energy of the emotion, be it sadness, be it irritation, or bigger emotions, they come up too. The breath is the prime mover of energy. So we're never in an antagonistic relationship with our thoughts and feelings. We observe them, we let them play through the mental, emotional body. We can feel it in the physical body because it's all one deep, connected, interpenetrating series of koshas. And now as we come back to full breath awareness, we'll add a ratio to the breathing. So we're going to elongate the exhalation to be twice as long as the inhale. So you might do a little count here. As you inhale, you might reach 4 or 5 counts. Pausing for a moment when you reach the top. Slow down your exhalation to 8 or 10 counts. And stay with this particular practice. And we do this without any strain. But with the diligence of focus. And if your focus is not that brilliant, please do not despair. Have a little smile and try again. As a culture, our capacity to focus has gotten really poor with all our outer stimulation. And just a few more cycles of your breathing here. Going to come out of this pose. Slowly make your way up. And we're coming to sit in an upright seat. Feel free to go to a wall if you like. Support your spine or just cross your legs. And sitting on your blankie here. We'll practice alternate nostril breathing. And so we do that by closing off one nostril and just breathing over through the open one. Are you ready? Your right hand thumb closes off your right nostril and your index and middle can rest at your brow. Now keep that golden rod and that beautiful spinal axis as upright as you can. Inhale through your left. And at the fullness of your breath, close it up with your close off your left nostril with your ring finger and lift your right thumb and breathe out. Leave your right knee open for in. Close it up, little pause. Please exhale through your left and slow it down. Slow it down, that exhale really slow. Now in left. A little pause at the top. Open the right and a very slow exhale through your right. In right. Close it up, little pause. And then the very slow left side exhalation, inviting you now to cue yourself. You might want to go a little faster, or you might want to go a little slower. Such a beautiful breath practice to bring our focus to that single point. We're moving prana in ways that stabilizes, centralizes, calms, and deepens our access to the place below our thoughts, still so deeply in our body. Please continue until you come to the top of your inhale and then wait. The exhalation, rest your hand down and feel the two streams of your breath flowing out a few inches away from your nose. And from that point, draw in the two streams. They're going to meet at a single point in your brain. Hold at the top of the breath. And now at that single point, exhale through that point. And now we gaze through that single point, that single eye, letting the breath breathe us and just sensing what's here. Something, nothing, no matter. Allowing the stillness. Nice, everyone. Lower your chin and open your eyes. We're going to use our little tabletop setup for elevated legs position. So coming onto your back. The pillow that you were sitting on you could now use for your head. Get close to your little tabletop and lie back. Adjust your pillow and feel now how your back can relax again. Palms, arms open. Oh, and that lovely landing. That really falling away of your body, emptying of your breath. And so we're dropping into the nothing field. Nothing is asked of you now. Just be here. Three to four more cycles of breath right here. Lovely, everyone. So we're coming out of this shape now. You could draw your knees in, bend them if they were straight, draw your legs in, and we're going to roll over to a side and make our way up for the next shape. And the next shape is going to be again along the central axis of the spine. So we'll do this. Your blocks now flat and just a little ways apart, and the bolster along the length of it. As we come now into child's pose. Now, some of our knees don't want us to sit back all the way down, so you could just do it this way. Just bring your body over the bolster so that you actually find purchase. And you can have your butt up. Some of you will draw your hips back to your heels. This feels quite good. So your little support should be high enough that you can relax into it. No strain on your knees. Your head could be this way or that way. See how it is to breathe here a little while. So as we have gone through the different koshas, the different layers, we're in this quieter zone of the wisdom body. That relaxed focus at your brow. Feeling of the breath and the yielding to gravity. To know that all that you have done and worked at and struggled and everything you've done up to this moment in your life has brought you here. How lovely that is. To let it all be exactly as it is. And we're here just for 3 to 4 more breaths. And then make your way to all fours, coming to hands and knees. And we're going to rearrange this setup again. This time you can put one of the blocks at the middle setting and the other one, it's a little step. And now we have an angled recliner. A variety of ways we can do it. Sometimes really nice to add this for your head. So your head would be here and your shoulders and arms are going to be draping off the side. There's a number of ways we can do the legs, well, 3 that I can think of. We're going to lie back first, settle your head. And now you could have cobbler's pose, but maybe today it's just not the pose you want. Maybe you just want to let your legs slide out straight so they could be close together. Or you could just widen your legs. So we've got wide arms, wide legs, supported back, supported head. It's a kind of a lovely sprawling shape. Bring your elbows to support too. And the invitation now is to bring your awareness to the breath at your heart. Receiving that beautiful, expanding, opening inhale. And then as the exhale occurs, is that giving back, giving back, giving back. So this breath is linking us to Source, receiving divine energy, the God, the Goddess energy pouring into us. And the exhalation, we're giving it back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Feel this. So comfortable and so deeply connected to Source. Completely at one with all that is in this moment, we enter the bliss body. Effortless heart breath. This beautiful reciprocal breathing, receiving and giving back. Let's direct the giving back now, making it more specific. So bring to mind your most beloved person, being, pet. And send them this feeling that's here. With each exhalation, knowing that we wish them well. Wishing them health and safety, joy. And then let your circle of beloveds grow and widen. Whoever shows up, give them the gift of your beautiful exhalation and all that it carries. We are not alone. We are in constant relation to one another, to the world around us. We send these beautiful energies to those who struggle at this time of year. We know there are many. This is a difficult month for a lot of people. Memories, obligations, things we feel we should do but really don't want to. Can't. Know that all is well. And there is enough love for all of us. We receive it, we give it away, we circle it through all of life. We're tapping in to the natural flow of love that flows through everything. This is the Ananda, this is the oneness. We are all connected in love. So as we come now towards completion, remember the golden rod along your spine. Rod sounds harsh. It's a soft, pliable golden thread. And the beautiful white light emanating from your heart and spreading through your field. And that beautiful blue boundary all around us. We can keep all that. We can keep that flowing. Even as we now bend our knees, roll to the side, coming off the props. And completing our practice together in a seated position. And feel good to stretch it up, breathe it in, let it in, a big yes to all of it, into your heart. Namaste, beautiful yogis. Thank you so much for participating, co-creating all of this. Namaste.